father-in-law sends me money not to touch his daughter at night. The first time I received the money, I had no idea what it was for. But then it happened again. I swear I didn't marry her for money. I'm not that kind of man. I may not have much, but I have pride. My name is George, 32, from a dusty part of California where we learned to eat disappointment with bare hands. I grew up fixing generators and air conditioners. By 25, I had my own small company in the city. Nothing big, just 2 boys under me and 1 truck to carry tools. But I was managing. Then I met Cindy. She came to service her AC and left with my heart. Sharp girl, soft voice, the type that smells like money without showing off. I didn't even know who her father was until 3 months into the relationship. By then, I was already too deep. The first time I entered their mansion at the island, I knew I had entered another world. Cold, quiet, too clean, like a hospital with expensive chairs. Her father didn't say much, just looked at me like he was trying to read my past, present, and future all at once. Her mother smiled too much. She called me young man like I was applying for houseboy work. We did a small wedding, no crowd, just family and a few important people that looked like senators without the egbada. After that, they moved us into one of their flats in urban town, already furnished. Already paid for 5 years. I didn't argue. I didn't feel like a man anymore, but I didn't argue. The first night after the wedding, she faced the wall. No kisses, no let's talk, no I'm tired, just silence. I thought maybe she was shy, or nervous, or tired. I respected her space. Second night, same thing. Third night, I reached for her, gently. Her body stiffened. Don't, she whispered, without turning. I turned too, and I stayed awake till morning. By 4 a.m., my phone buzzed. A credit alert, $5,000, from Honorable John, her father, with message, for your silence and your discipline. Don't ask questions, don't touch her. I stared at the screen for long. I even washed my face. It was real. 5,000 for silence? I looked at Cindy, still sleeping like a baby. Nothing strange, just distant. Was she sick? Was I being tested? I wanted to call her father. I wanted to ask him what exactly is going on. But something told me not to. Something cold. Something that sat quietly in my chest and said, leave it alone. That kind of silence you only hear in places where people pretend nothing is wrong, but everything is. I couldn't explain it, but deep inside me I knew this wasn't ordinary, and whatever it was, I had already entered too deep to walk out clean. Weeks passed. I tried to act normal. I worked during the day, fixed air conditioners, came home, watched TV, ate dinner with my wife who spoke to me like I was a neighbor. But every time I tried to touch her, the money came. The second time was after I tried to hold her hand while we watched a movie. She pulled away. The next morning, $10,000. The third time was when I kissed her forehead while she was cooking. She froze, like ice. That night, $15,000. The message was always the same, for your discipline. Don't ask questions. I started counting the money. In 2 months, I had received $50,000. For doing nothing, for staying away from my own wife. My friends started asking questions. George, you look different. New clothes? New phone? Business is good, I would lie. But business wasn't good. Business was the same. The money was coming from somewhere else, somewhere dark. Cindy became more robotic. She was polite but distant. She avoided long conversations. She always fell asleep early, or pretended to. Sometimes I would lie awake and watch her. She would breathe too fast, like she was running in her sleep, and her hands would shake. I wanted to ask her what was wrong, but every time I opened my mouth, I remembered the money, the warnings, the cold look in her father's eyes, and I stayed quiet, like a coward, like a man who sold his soul for money. One evening, I couldn't take it anymore. I sat on the bed and looked at Cindy. We need to talk, I said. She was folding clothes. Her hands stopped moving. About what? She asked. Her voice was small. About us, about this marriage, about why you can't even look at me. She kept folding, but her hands were shaking now. There's nothing to talk about, she said. Cindy, please, look at me. She didn't look. I'm your husband. I love you, but I feel like I'm living with a stranger. That's when she broke. She dropped the clothes and started crying. Not the soft crying of a woman who is sad. The deep, broken crying of a child who has been hurt. I can't, she whispered. I'm sorry, I can't. Can't what? I can't be a wife. I can't be touched. I can't be normal. She was shaking now, her whole body. Why? I asked. Tell me why. She looked at me for the first time in weeks. Her eyes were red, empty. Because every time someone touches me, I remember. She stopped, like someone had cut her throat. Remember what? Nothing. Forget it. I'm sorry. She ran to the bathroom and locked the door. That night, $20,000 hit my account. The message was different this time. She spoke too much. Make sure it doesn't happen again. I stared at the phone. My hands were shaking too. This wasn't about protecting Cindy. This was about protecting someone else. After that conversation, things got worse. Cindy started having night terrors. She would wake up at 3 a.m., sweating and screaming. She would run to the bathroom and throw up. Then she would pace the room like a caged animal. The first time it happened, I tried to comfort her. "Don't touch me," she screamed. "Please don't touch me." I stepped back. She was looking at me, but she wasn't seeing me. She was seeing someone else. "I'm sorry," she whispered. "I'm sorry. I'll be good. I promise I'll be good." "Cindy, it's me. It's George. You're safe." She blinked, then she saw me, really saw me. "George?" she said, like she was surprised to see me there. "Yes, it's me. You had a nightmare." She started crying again. "I'm sorry. I'm sorry I woke you up." "Don't be sorry. Tell me what's wrong." But she wouldn't tell me. She just kept saying sorry. This happened every few nights, always the same, always at 3 a.m., always the same words. "I'll be good. I promise I'll be good." One night I followed her to the bathroom. She was whispering on the phone. "Please," she was saying. "I'm trying, but it's getting harder." I couldn't hear the other person, but I could hear her responses. I know, I promised, but he's asking questions." "No, he doesn't know anything. I haven't told him." "Yes, I'm taking the pills, but they're not helping." "Pills? What pills?" "I understand. I'll be more careful." She hung up and saw me standing there. "How long have you been listening?" she asked. "Long enough. Who were you talking to?" "Nobody." "Cindy, please, I'm your husband. I want to help you." She laughed, but it wasn't a happy laugh. It was the laugh of someone who had given up. "You want to help me? Then take the money and stay quiet. That's how you help me." "What money?" She stared at me, like she was seeing me for the first time. "You know what money, George. The money he sends you every time you don't touch me. The money that pays for this apartment. The money that bought your silence." My stomach dropped. "How do you know about that?" "Because I know my father, and I know what he does to people who ask too many questions." "Your father? What does your father have to do with this?" She was quiet for a long time. Then she said, "Everything." The next day I went to see my old friend Marcus. He was a private investigator, not the fancy kind, the kind that helps people find missing dogs and cheating husbands. "I need you to look into someone," I told him. "Who?" "Honorable John Macaulay, Cindy's father." Marcus wrote down the name. "What do you want to know?" "Everything. His business, his family, his past, everything. This is going to cost you." "I don't care." 3 days later, Marcus called me. "George, we need to meet, not on the phone, in person." We met at a small restaurant downtown. Marcus looked worried. "I found some things," he said, "things that might be better left alone." "Tell me." He pulled out a folder. Honorable John Macaulay, 62 years old, made his money in real estate and politics. Clean on the surface, but underneath, he opened the folder. There were newspaper clippings, old ones. 15 years ago, there was a case. A young girl accused him of sexual assault. She was 17. The case was dropped. The girl and her family moved away, quietly. My blood went cold. "There's more," Marcus continued. 2 other cases. Both dropped. Both families moved away. All of them received large sums of money. And Cindy? She was 14 when the first case happened, living in his house. I felt sick. "There's something else," Marcus said. "I found medical records. Cindy has been seeing a psychiatrist for 8 years, for sexual trauma." Jesus. "George, whatever you're thinking of doing, be careful. This man has money and power. He can make problems disappear." "What kind of problems?" "The kind that end up in the river." I went home that night and looked at Cindy. Really looked at her. She was making dinner, humming a song, trying to be normal. But I could see it now, the way she flinched when I walked too close, the way she never turned her back to me, the way she always kept her eyes on the door. She wasn't just afraid, she was terrified. And I was part of the machine that kept her terrified. That night, I waited until she was asleep. Then I went to her purse and found her journal. I know it was wrong. but I had to know. The first entry was from 3 months ago, our wedding day. I married George today. He seems like a good man. Maybe he can save me. Maybe he can love me enough to fix what's broken. I turned the page. George tried to touch me last night. I couldn't let him. I can't let anyone touch me. Not after what Daddy did. Not after what he's still doing. My hands were shaking. Daddy called today. He said he's taking care of George. He said George won't ask questions as long as he gets paid. Just like all the others. All the others? George is different. Every night he doesn't touch me. He writes my name in his notebook. Not like Daddy. Not like the others. He writes it with words like, kept me safe. I put the journal down. My chest was tight. She knew about the money. She knew about everything. And she was grateful. Grateful that I was being paid to stay away from her. Because staying away meant keeping her safe. The next morning I sat her down. Cindy, I know about your father. I know what he did to you. She went white. You don't know anything. I know enough. I know he's been paying me to stay away from you. I know you've been seeing a psychiatrist. I know about the other girls. She started crying. Please don't say anything. Please, he'll kill you. He'll kill both of us. No, he won't, because we're going to stop him. You don't understand. He has power. He has money. He has people who do whatever he says. And what do we have? Nothing. We have nothing. We have the truth. She laughed, but it was the same broken laugh from before. The truth? The truth is that I'm damaged goods. The truth is that you married a woman who can't even let her husband touch her. The truth is that my own mother knows what he did and chose to protect him instead of me. Your mother knows. She caught him once, when I was 15. I thought she would save me, but she just told me to stop lying. She said I was imagining things. She said I was trying to destroy the family. Jesus Christ. So she sent me away, to boarding school. But he still found ways. He would visit. He would take me on trips. He would tell everyone what a good father he was. And the money he sends me? It's not just you, George. He's been paying people my whole life. Teachers who saw the bruises, doctors who asked too many questions, friends who got too close. He pays them all to stay quiet. But why? Why doesn't he just leave you alone? She looked at me like I was stupid. Because he can't. Because I'm his. Because in his mind, I belong to him. Forever. Not anymore. What do you mean? I mean, we're going to fight back. George, no, you don't understand what you're saying. I understand perfectly. I understand that I've been taking money to look the other way while my wife suffers. I understand that I've become part of the problem. You're not part of the problem. You're the only person who's ever protected me. By staying away? Yes, by staying away. By not hurting me. By not taking what you think you're owed. I was quiet for a long time. Is that what you think marriage is? Men taking what they think they're owed? Yes. Then you've never seen a real marriage. What's a real marriage? Two people choosing to love each other, every day, no matter what. I can't be loved, George. I'm too broken. You're not broken. You're hurt, and hurt people can heal. Not people like me. Especially people like you. The next week I started planning. I couldn't go to the police. Honorable John had too many connections. I couldn't go to the media. He had too much money. But I could do something else. I could record him. I called him and asked to meet. Man to man. About Cindy. He agreed to meet at his house. The same cold, quiet mansion where I first knew I was out of my depth. But this time I was ready. I had a small recording device in my pocket. I had copies of the bank transfers. I had Marcus waiting outside. When I walked into his study, he was sitting behind a big desk, like a judge. George, sit down. I sat. I assume you're here about the money. I'm here about your daughter. His face didn't change. What about her? She's my wife, and she's suffering. Suffering how? She can't sleep. She can't eat. She can't be touched. She's terrified of her own shadow. That's unfortunate. It's more than unfortunate. It's criminal. Now his face changed. Be very careful, George. Be very careful what you say next. Or what? You'll pay me more to shut up? I've been generous with you. Don't mistake my generosity for weakness. I don't want your money anymore. Everyone wants money, George. That's how the world works. Not everyone. Then you're a fool. Maybe, but I'm a fool who loves his wife. Love. He said it like it was a dirty word. Love is a luxury for poor people. People like me understand that everything has a price. Including your daughter? especially my daughter." The words came out before he could stop them. I had him. "What did you just say?" He realized his mistake. "I said everything has a price, including silence." "That's not what you said. It's what I meant." "No, it's not." We stared at each other. "George, I'm going to make you an offer. $100,000, right now, to walk away, to leave Cindy and never come back." 200,000. No. 500,000. No. Then you're making a mistake. The only mistake I made was taking your money in the first place. You think you're protecting her? You think you're being noble? I think I'm being human. Humans are animals, George, and animals do what they have to do to survive. Some animals, not all. All animals, including you. Then why are you so afraid of me? I'm not afraid of you. Then why do you keep offering me money? He was quiet. Because you know that if people find out what you did to your daughter, your money won't protect you. You don't know what I did. I know enough. You know nothing. I know you've been paying me to stay away from her. I know she's been seeing a psychiatrist for 8 years. I know there were other girls. I know your wife knows and chooses to stay quiet. His face went white. You've been busy. I've been learning. Learning what? Learning that money can't buy everything. Learning that some things are worth more than money. Like what? Like my wife's freedom. Like my own soul. Your soul? He laughed. You've been taking my money for months. If you had a soul, you would have given it back. You're right, I should have given it back, but I'm giving it back now. I pulled out an envelope. All the money, every dollar. Keep it, I said. I don't want it. You can't give it back, George. It doesn't work that way. What way? Once you're in, forever. Not me. Everyone says that, but everyone has a price. Not everyone. Everyone, George, even you. Then you don't know me very well. I know you better than you know yourself. Then you know I'm not leaving. Then you're making a mistake that will cost you everything. I've already lost everything that matters. You haven't lost anything yet, but you will. Is that a threat? It's a promise. I stood up. Then I guess we'll see who's stronger. Your money or my love for my wife. Love doesn't pay bills, George. Neither does guilt. I walked out. 3 days later, Cindy and I went to see her parents. Together. She was scared. I could see it in her eyes, but she was also brave. I want to tell them, she had said. I want to tell them everything. Are you sure? I'm sure. I'm tired of being afraid. We sat in the same cold living room where I had first met them. Her mother was serving tea. Her father was reading the newspaper. Mom, Dad, we need to talk, Cindy said. Her mother smiled. Of course, dear. What about? About what Daddy did to me. The room went quiet. Her father put down his newspaper. What did you just say? I said we need to talk about what you did to me when I was a child. I don't know what you're talking about. Yes, you do. Her mother was still smiling, but it was a different smile now, a nervous smile. Cindy, dear, I think you're confused. I'm not confused, Mom. I remember everything. You remember what? I remember the nights when you were away. I remember Daddy coming to my room. I remember telling you about it. I remember you calling me a liar. Her mother's smile disappeared. That's enough, her father said. No, it's not enough, Cindy said. It's just the beginning. George, her father said, take your wife home. She's not well. She's perfectly well, I said. She's just telling the truth. The truth is that my daughter has always had an active imagination. The truth is that you're a child molester, I said. The room exploded. Her father jumped up. How dare you? Her mother started crying. This is all a misunderstanding. Cindy stood up too. It's not a misunderstanding. It's the truth. You're lying, her father yelled. I'm not lying. I have never lied about this. You've been lying your whole life. I've been protecting you my whole life. Protecting me from what? From people finding out what you really are. Her father raised his hand, like he was going to hit her. I stepped between them. Don't even think about it, I said. This is my house. This is my family. You have no right to be here. I have every right. I'm her husband. You're nothing. You're a poor boy who married up. You're nothing without me. Maybe, but I'm something with her. You're something with my money. I gave your money back. You can't give it back. It doesn't work that way. What way? Once you're part of this family, you're part of this family. Forever. Not me. Everyone says that. I'm not everyone. He pulled out his phone. George, I'm going to make you one last offer. $1 million right now to walk away and never come back. No. 2 million. No. 5 million. No. Then you're making a mistake that will cost you your life. Are you threatening me? I'm promising you. Cindy spoke up. Daddy, stop. Stop what? Stop pretending. Stop lying. Stop trying to buy people. I'm not buying anyone. I'm protecting this family. From what? From people who don't understand. Understand what? That some things are private. That some things should stay in the family. Like rape. He slapped her. I grabbed his arm. Don't ever touch her again. She's my daughter. I'll touch her whenever I want. She's my wife and you'll never touch her again. We'll see about that. He pulled out his phone again. Security? Yes, I need you to remove 2 people from my house. Immediately. But before security could arrive, Cindy did something I'll never forget. She stood up. She looked at her father, and she said, I'm going to tell everyone. Tell them what? Tell them what you did to me. Tell them what you're still doing. Tell them about the money. Tell them about the other girls. Tell them everything. No one will believe you. They'll believe me, because I have proof. What proof? She pulled out her phone. She had been recording the entire conversation. I have proof that you just admitted to paying my husband to stay away from me. I have proof that you just threatened to kill him. I have proof that you just hit me. I have proof that you just said you would touch me whenever you want. Her father's face went white. Give me that phone. No. Give me that phone right now. No. He lunged for her. I tackled him. We fought. I'm not proud of it, but we fought. Her mother was screaming. Cindy was crying. Security was pounding on the door. But in the end, we got away. We got away with the recording. We got away with the truth. We got away with our lives. The next few weeks were hell. Cindy's father tried everything. He tried to have me arrested. He tried to have us evicted. He tried to have Cindy committed to a mental hospital. But the recording was clear. His voice was clear. His threats were clear. The police had to listen. The media had to listen. The world had to listen. And slowly other voices started speaking up. The girl from 15 years ago, the 2 other girls, other people who had been paid to stay quiet. They all started talking. And the silence that had protected him for so long finally broke. He was arrested. He was charged. He was convicted. Her mother disappeared, just packed up and left town. No forwarding address. No goodbye. But Cindy and I stayed. We stayed together. We stayed strong. We stayed alive. The trial was hard. Cindy had to testify. She had to tell the world what her father had done to her, but she was brave. She was strong. She was beautiful. And when it was over, when he was sentenced to 20 years in prison, she looked at me and said, "We did it." "We did it," I agreed. "What do we do now?" "Now we heal." "How?" "Together." We moved out of the apartment he had paid for. We moved into a small place downtown, nothing fancy, just clean and safe and ours. Cindy started therapy, real therapy, not the kind that teaches you to stay quiet, the kind that teaches you to speak up. I started a small nonprofit for survivors of abuse, for people who need help finding their voice. We didn't have much money, but we had each other. And slowly, very slowly, Cindy started to heal. She started to laugh. She started to sleep through the night. She started to trust. And one night, 6 months after the trial, she reached for me. Not because she had to. Not because anyone was paying her to. Not because anyone was paying me not to. Because she wanted to. Because she loved me. Because she was ready. And when she placed her hand on my chest and said, "You were the only part of this story that didn't try to buy me," I knew we were going to be okay. We were going to be more than okay. We were going to be free. 2 years later, Cindy and I were sitting in our small apartment. She was reading a book. I was working on my laptop. The nonprofit was growing. We were helping more people every month. People who had been silenced. People who had been bought. People who had been told that their truth didn't matter. "George," she said. "Yes? I got a letter today." "From who?" "From Daddy." I looked up. What did it say? "He wants to see me. He says he's sorry. He says he wants to make things right." What do you want to do? I want to throw it away. Then throw it away. But part of me wants to see him. Part of me wants to hear him say he's sorry. And part of you wants to forgive him. Yes, that's okay. Is it? It's human. What would you do? I would support you, whatever you decide. Even if I decided to see him? Even then. Even if I decided to forgive him? Even then. Why? Because forgiveness isn't about him, it's about you. What do you mean? I mean that holding on to anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. Where did you hear that? From someone who learned it the hard way. She was quiet for a long time. Then she said, I'm not ready to forgive him. That's okay too, but maybe someday I will be. Maybe, and maybe I won't, and that's okay too. She smiled, the first real smile I had seen from her in years. I love you, George. I love you too, Cindy. Thank you. For what? For choosing me, for choosing love, for choosing truth. Thank you for letting me. Thank you for being worth it. We sat in comfortable silence for a while. Then she said, George, yes? I'm ready. Ready for what? Ready to be touched, ready to be loved, ready to be your wife. Are you sure? I'm sure. We can wait. I've been waiting my whole life. Then we won't wait anymore. Promise? Promise. And for the first time in our marriage, I touched my wife, not because anyone was paying me to, not because anyone was paying me not to, but because we loved each other. And because love, real love, is always worth the wait. The money had stopped coming long ago, but the love was just beginning.